check. Alright, now here's a tune we can all dance to. Hypothetically speaking, that is. Onslaught on the Sega Genesis. One of the Cardboard Box Ballistic games. And a $40 game at the very least loose if you can even find a frickin' copy. Fell in love with this game on the Atari ST. Still love it, but haven't really got to play this version. So we're going to check it out tonight and see what it has to offer versus the Atari ST version I have, which I can already tell you, this does not look as good. But it kind of plays the same way. I don't feel like I have the same level of control. And strangely enough, all I hear is the music. I don't hear any sounds from...
Yeah, that is weird.
Now,
no sound effects.
Yeah, in the Atari ST version, there's shields and iron clanking. It's very barbaric sounding. You can hear the blood driplets hitting the floor. That's how detailed it is. The Atari ST was so ahead of its frickin' time. 16-bit graphics in 1987 we had. In 1986... I believe 85 was when it came out, but... You got this huge map in Onslaught. All these territories that you have to take on as a conqueror. First, you have to take on the horde of that particular land, on their land. Then, you have to take on their fortress, take the flag there, and then get into a battle of mind melting with their evil demon overlord.
I'm trying to see how long it was online, but I can't find it. There's a game called Onslaught that came out for the WiiWare in 2009. Not the same game.
Couldn't be. Yeah, I was going to say, if it is, I'm calling it Nintendo on that. Wadoosh! Waddy! Love the grenade. He's so happy.
Ultimate Warrior. Have what you want done.
So let's say that they beat you all the way back, right? And then they can take you on in your home world and overrun you, and that's how eventually you'll die. This is just bizarre. Yeah, the first time I saw this, I did not know what to make of it. You're in a mental battle with their enemy demon. Well, we got him. So that means that we conquer this particular land. Grima's. You'll have a different name every time.
You've completed one of 77 squares.
I mean, look at this map, and I'm going to pass this to you now, J-Town, and you're going to take hitting up on the D-pad will jump, and then all your buttons here will attack and do things. If you don't do anything, it just says time passes in the land of Gargor.
I just looked up the cover art. That is awesome.
It's demonic cover. And the thing is like the big dude in there, that's you. That looks like a boss or something. In the damn
they
ST
got a girl
version,
on there too.
That's what you...
Does that come into play?
No, it really
There's a
doesn't.
chick with an axe on the cover, just like,
But anyway, you're going to find a place to take on there. Such a freaking cool game.
This is a water temple. Oh, what?
It just does it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I think the temples you actually have to take on gods, and that may not be something you want to do right now.
You only take on areas adjacent to something you already have?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's a conquering thing. You're making your way through, and the map is different every time. It's always a new map. So it's always the land of Gargor, but it's procedurally generated. You're in the kingdom of Mugteeth. So as you pick up those little shields, those are your power-ups, or the different types of weapons. I guess you were already almost dead.
Oh, so you're...
Oh, shit.
What?
Okay.
Permadeath?
Alright, well, start a new game. I wore that guy. I wore Grima's out. Who are you going? Now you're Gorot. This can also be used as a name generator for your D&D from the homeland of Fangirty.
Wizard Horde.
This is badass. Alright, so that's your flag, of course. Oh, look at them. They're monks. There's different factions, too. So as you get those items, just hitting the buttons will use them. There's no rhyme or reason. You can control which one he uses. I'm just not sure how in this version, because in the computer version, I could move the cursor from icon to icon. Doesn't seem to be happening in this.
Yeah, I think you figured.
But it doesn't really matter, because half the time you're just firing blind anyway.
Seems to do it,
use everything you have. You're going to work your way all the way to the right, and you're going to find their flag and take it. So this is a barbarian tribe, and it looks like they have some magic users. Which again is where your mental health will come into play. The blue scroll on the left, once that's depleted, you die of mental anguish. And the red on the right being your blood. Captain Retro has joined us. Welcome, Captain. We're checking out Onslaught on the Sega Genesis. I'm far delinquent in doing and really looking at this. Those are landmines, by the way.
I'm noticing that now. Thought it was a power-up.
One of my favorite games on my Atari ST, and my dream was to get a copy for the Genesis. And to be fair, it hasn't happened yet. This is the EverDrive, but I just can't see pumping out the money it would take to get a complete copy of this. Captain's going to find one, though. He's going to go to Retropalooza. He's going to find me a complete Onslaught.
Oh, there's another rival warrior.
Yeah, so these are like barbarians and not King's Knights.
He's got his routine
Yeah,
going.
he's decided how he wants to go about it.
I wish I could figure out how to change, because some of these weapons just don't do it.
The best thing you can do is
melee attack the whole time than have to do some of these.
You can just beast the button and you'll eventually get back down to your mace. Looks like he's fading into the sky up high there. The graphics don't do real well up there. The Atari ST version looks light years better than this. Having a computer with a VGA monitor, you just didn't...
Yeah.
A, it didn't come with them back then, and B, you didn't need it to, because nothing looked that good. It was kind of like 4K TVs when they came out now. It's just like, what the hell do you need it for? What's in 4K? But eventually there developed a need for that. I mean, most of the great PC games I cut my teeth on, I did on my buddy's old IBM, which was EGA, and maybe put out 4 or 5 colors, you know. They were always 90s colors, like hot teals, pinks, and grays. They looked like hypercolor t-shirts, but somehow they made things look decent enough. But then if it came out for my ST and I'd get it, we were just blown away by the graphics. So there's the flag down there. Capture the flag.
Oh, okay. I was down there.
Yeah. And then keep killing people because you're maintaining your domination there.
That's just a dead person. I was wondering why this person isn't joining the fray. They're dead.
And we are joined by Fuego. Welcome, Fuego, to the stream. And yes, the Ultimate Warrior is in a video game other than your WWF Classic.
That's exactly what I thought when I saw
the first thing
this.
J-Town said was we get the Ultimate Warrior. He actually does not look like that in the ST version. He's got a horned helmet on. He looks like the guy on the cover. The big dude with the axe is what he looks like. In this one, he's the Ultimate Warrior.
Using up as the jump button. Throwing me off.
Yeah, and
choice.
I always disliked it when games did that. The reason this game always appealed to me is because as a role player, as a dice roller and a tabletopper back then, I was like, here's something that's making worlds randomly, you know? That just blew my
that's a
mind
really
at that
cool
point.
aspect, yeah.
I was like, that. If I could harness this game's ability to do that somehow, because this is a world I would love to roleplay in. Gargor, I gotta find out where they were coming from with this. Is there any documentation anywhere of this game or the lore behind it?
It took a while even to find the cover.
Yeah, I mean, somebody had an idea here because the factions, the different gods and their names, the whole conquering aspect of it, trying to, you know... And then it's permadeath. You get one man and it's over. There's no way you can beat this game. You can just do a little better each time. And I can remember just having fun doing that. That was enough for me. I don't understand why there's no sound effects.
Yeah, that is strange.
This just didn't port well, I guess. I don't know what they were... Some of the Ballistic games were a little rough around the edges, and then some weren't. As Captain just stated, the music is beast. And if it has anything going for it, it's that. The music is good.
Oh, I died as soon as I hit the flag.
Garrot was slain by the Narog.
My glory was...
You had more glory than me, though. You had some serious glory up in here. Oh, that god there has a different face. He's all Yoda-looking. I gotta go again. That wasn't enough for me.
Get a glory me.
I won't
Cool title screen.
Oh, there's a password. So hypothetically...
Okay. Gotcha.
I don't remember there being one on the Atari. Is there an option to make this easy as balls? We're already... You could actually play professional. There's a tutor mode?
Were we on tutor mode?
A is to select. B is to use... Okay, so that's why it wasn't letting us select the weapon. Because I know what some of those things do.
I felt like I tried that.
We're also welcoming the Woodberry and Retro Game Hunter to the stream. Welcome, Wood. We are playing Onslaught, a very rare Ballistic game for the Sega Genesis. Do I want to play human mode? Let's try it. I'm supposed to be good. I've been playing since I was Molly's age. I should be great at it. Just not this version. Gutuz is my name.
They all start with G.
Yeah.
This is a water temple.
I'm scared of the temple. I don't want to go in there yet.
Like level up before that, or...
Not necessarily. It's just if you go in there and you lose that mental battle against a demon, that could be it. So there's really no rule to it, I think. And they have different cults. Different cults. I'm in the moon cult. This is a cult of death. And that may tell you what kind of faction you can expect there. Like, probably barbarians. Okay, look, now that's moving the thing. Okay. There weren't any of those assist modes in the Atari. It was sink or frickin' swim. Oh my god, I don't have my weapon on. Alright, swing, dude. Dad darn it.
You can actually unequip your weapon.
I don't know if I'm good enough to play this mode. I kind of liked it when it was doing it for me. Oh, I just took a cannonball to the schnoz.
Not what the boy wants.
I'm going to request a do-over.
Yeah, I think, put it back on tutor mode.
Yeah, because it automatically makes sure that you're on something. Because the thing themselves so quickly, you would spend that's why they have that. You would spend the whole game.
Within seconds you're out of the weapon.
Fangug, Grimtog, and the Shesh cult. I mean, this if there's a role playing
scum.
Yeah, they're scum. And if you build him up, he'll be. I don't think I've ever gotten above what I am, but as you build your territories and your glory, you could amount to something else. Now, Woodberry and Retro Game Hunter is saying that he has this game complete in box and he loves it. Are you kidding me right now? You have this? You're going to have to show me that wood in a video. Not that I don't believe you. I just want to see you holding it because that would make my heart happy just to see that. That's truly amazing that somebody else is even halfway aware of what's going on here. Oh, it's doing it again. I guess it was the tutor mode. He has a horse!
You killed the horse.
I'm punching out horses over here. So Woodbury knows what's up with this. That's incredible. And the horses, by the way, do incredible damage. They're dumping hot oil.
Yeah, this is new. This is all...
So again, it's all based on the faction, what you're going to have to deal with there. And Woodbury, and to get you right back, I'm eventually going to do a playthrough of this on my Atari ST. I want you to see what that version looks like. As a fan of this, you have a right to look. I'm behind on my tag videos. I was tagged by Woodbury to do a video about some of my more beat-up cartridges and the stories behind how they got that way and why I chose to keep them. That's going to probably come out no later than the end of this week. Yeah, we got another Onslaught fan in the room. That's insane. How does that happen? What does the money do? Oh, horses!
I love the animation of the horse then.
It's a fucking horse dead. Son of a... This ain't worth a damn shit right here. I need to get back on the...
Yeah, I hate that we have to play on easy to stand a chance, but...
Yeah, because there's
that's
just...
where we're at. Oh, they just disappeared.
Lava grenade to the horse. Oh! I believe the greens are like an auto kill. Ideally, you want control of your weapons, though, because if you've got those little homing faces and stuff, you want to use them.
I was just spamming the attack button as much as I could. Just treat it like a bullet hell.
Because it is one. I mean, there's so many different types of units and attacks. It's impossible to really defend against all of them while attacking against others, so... Yeah, it's difficult, man. Dodging that horse. Wadish! Wadisha! Wadasha! Wadisha! Yeah! Makes me want to headbang.
Yeah.
Especially on the Atari version, the bass line on that part of the song is no joke. It makes you just want to pick up a guitar.
That was a really satisfying thing about Slane. When you beat a boss, you get the opportunity to go to its courts and headbang.
Oh, why have I not played that yet?
Ah, it's good stuff, man.
You need to do a stream of that.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Even if it's
It was
just...
tough, but it was worth it.
The horse just ate it. I love the crossbow. What eesh? Dead horse.
Crossbow and a horse.
Oh, this guy's cheating. He's going down south on me.
Such a weird mix of things. Like, they're landmines and grenades.
The horse just flying through the air. Not at all what the horse wanted done. If this doesn't make you want to roleplay a little bit, I don't know what will. I would like to think that all these things have stats and like there's a paper book somewhere on this world and the different factions. I may have to just make it.
Class warrior.
Yeah, I died. I'm going to give it up because I didn't... I didn't do the right mode, but put it back on tutor mode
it back on tutor
and try
mode.
again.
Sorry, but
APOC Collection has joined us. Welcome, APOC. APOC has just reached 60 subs. And yeah, those milestones, man. And while we're on milestones, I'm looking. We're almost to 100. while we're on milestones, there's going to be a giveaway for 100 for sure. So, hope everybody's ready for that, and I hope we reach 100 soon. They say the first 100 is the hardest, and in watching you guys and watching some of your channels, I think we've all made a lot of progress, really, in the last few months. What the hell is that thing? They got cars now. But we've all made a lot of progress in the last few months, respectively, and breaking ground on some of the things we've been doing, and it's yielding results. And I just think that's great. Great community, great group of guys we got here doing this. So these guys got crossbows. They got cars. These are like some 300 dudes.
It looks like the vehicles from Warhammer.
Sparta.
There's a bunch of goblins in it.
Yeah.
There's an air attack.
Yeet the barbarians. My disc for this game is so old that the glue dried up and the label fell off it, and I kept the label.
Nice.
But the floppy still works, so I just had to write on there so I remembered which one it was. That Atari, man, it's so old. Those games, by the grace of the good Lord above, does it still function? Because floppy disks have a shelf life. That film doesn't last forever. Some of my games just quit working on their own, and it's a shame. Yeah, we're not achieving the glory we want done. I mean, I do want another round with that mode back on, so I can be in wuss mode again and maybe do better.
It's all projectiles. You don't really have a lot of defense against that.
You really don't. I mean, dude's really slow. And he's slow in the other version, too. God, and
what do you do about that?
You don't, because once it's on you, you're going to take X amount of damage until it passes.
Yeah, I'm good.
Fangwort wasn't even thinking about getting any glory from
that
Go-Wort.
That is not even an eighth of the glory I had last time.
So were we on that?
Yeah.
Oh, you were on that. Okay, so I don't need to.
Last time.
Okay.
I moved it on for my play.
I love going through the sound effect options on games.
Yeah.
Back in middle school when we were big time dorks, or at least I definitely was, and we would do shit in class, and me and Captain Retro, we were in 6th grade together, and I used sound effects from Ghouls and Ghosts and shit on some of our school presentations and shit. And actually thought that was cool. Yeah, laid Ghouls and Ghosts. I was such a dork. Get in the game here, guys.
You're holy scum.
Grubshock. Monastic, so they're going to be monks.
The monks were a lot slower. They didn't seem to have too much power behind them. That's the round that I did really well.
What they have is they have explosives. So if you get caught in those explosions, you'll take some residual damage over time. See, look, it doesn't look like I've been hit, but I'm taking damage.
Yeah.
So you got to really keep your distance from them. It seems like they're easy to beat, but they wear you down in numbers. But still, what a unique concept for a game. Who comes up with this stuff?
This is cool. This is my first foray with Onslaught. Just explode.
And you just want to pick up everything you can, because you will use all of it. Oh, I didn't get that. Crap. Oh man, I'm getting just tore back. I got a little blood from my red scroll there. I like how it bears their emblem, you know. Again, what is the lore behind this world? I want to see a pen and paper book on the world of Onslaught, and if there isn't one, so help me God, I'll write one. Because I do that. I mean, during our days of playing Robotech and Palladium, I've told you, you know, I wrote up stats for all the Star Control ships and races because I wanted us to have that in our world, you know. I thought it was awesome. If it doesn't exist, make it based on a system that already exists. Ideally, if a game makes you want to role play, that's a great thing. I may have a chance at this here.
Yeah, you got a lot.
I've gotten some... Ah, damn.
Still wouldn't do bad.
I've gotten some red scrolls, and that fills your blood back up. I buffed a copy of Taito Classics this morning. I hope it works. I've got the second one complete. I don't normally keep disc-only games, but a collection like that of retro
Yeah,
stuff.
that was a great set.
Yeah, good
I let a
stuff.
friend borrow it. Never got it back.
I don't know why I've never had the first one. Chris Miller's done some playthroughs from that collection on here.
I've got the first one on OG Xbox.
Yeah, that's what you want to have it on right there. This is a PlayStation copy, and I'll take it. But there's a chance it won't work because these games were damaged, but hopefully they will. Flag, boom. Give me that blood.
See, once you pick up the flag, what prompts the next thing? I haven't figured that out.
I've never been able to put my finger on it exactly. You just have to hang in there a little while longer and fight, and then that moves it along. Which also begs the question, why aren't they over there getting your flag? Because you're obviously not defending it. But it pretty much hangs on them killing you.
Whoa!
We've been joined by Tight White. Welcome, Tight. And yes, we are playing Onslaught to the best of our ability.
What a moment to join.
Yeah. That moment when I found some people streaming Onslaught. Am I going to get it? I want the glory. The glory to the gory. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And yes, Captain, the music is outstanding. I mean, it's going to jam it. We're going to have to do some Onslaught covers.
84th through this game.
So I now own 2 territories. We're knocking on the door of some pretty good glory there. I'm still scum. Let's take on the
Robeck.
The Brobeck. Oh,
no.
Piss and moan. Don't drop money on me, that ain't gonna help. I ain't looking to get shot. What is? I gotta kill some of these people and get some power-ups.
Yeah, if you're down to your club, this ain't the level you want that. Or you can knock them back or something through the block.
Damn, I'm getting Ronalded.
Sure wrote down the password.
Right? Not that I really want to spend time.
That's the only way you beat this game.
It is, and it would be so painstaking. Damn, I didn't hit that. Still not the best we've seen of Glory. You're up. We got an Onslaught party going now. We have no choice but to continue.
Party.
Yeah, the music definitely makes you want to smack wenches and pillage towns. There's no doubt about that. We're also joined by Chris Miller of CM Retro Gaming. Welcome, Chris Miller. So glad everybody could tune in tonight for this retro roundup here, impromptu as it were, but I'm usually live on Tuesday nights doing something. But kind of just got a wild hair on my ass tonight for Onslaught. I used to while away many evenings just sitting in the room not knowing what to play and then looking up and realizing I was completely out of time. We're also joined by Bad Company Gaming, the BC to the G, the man on the limited run game scene. Welcome, sir. Gotta keep an eye on them limited run games when they come out.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't a real big fan of the last one that came out, but I didn't hate it. I mean, for some reason when we streamed it, there were some serious sound issues. And this thing auto does all that, so it's not like they were on me. I don't know what was up with that, but like Bob Barker, The Price is Right. You get those games for $25. Comes with a sticker, a collectible postcard, and if it's something that's like this, you know, that's like this style of a game, platforming, RPG-ish, sword and shield-ish, ghost and goblin-ish, count me in. Yeah, see, that weapon is like completely just dongalicious. You wish it would at least hit detect and you could hit him, and you know, I'll take the damage or whatever. Captain asks if Limited Run will do any Switch games. That's a good question. The number one underling game on my radar for the Switch right now is going to be Wonder Boy 3: The Dragon's Trap, the remake.
Oh,
damn, all the glory.
My glory.
You can take one more run.
Yeah.
That was a short one. But can't wait to do Wonder Boy 3: Dragon's Trap, and the fact that you can put in and out, you know, retro sprites, sound effects. They're really going to make this gratuitous as far as fan service or whatever the right word is. It's going to be good. Been really getting my Wonder Boy on here in months past. And really coming to find out how I'm only so good at it. I mean, I claim to be a master, but apparently there's a true ending to the first Wonder Boy that if you don't get the little doll on every level of the entire game, you won't get it. And that's not happening, dude. It's just not. That's it, I'm covering the song.
Yeah. Probably just let or have to hit X number of people. There we go.
Yeah, it'll run out. Blood, my nud. Yeah! You have routed the hordes of gob stuff. Sounds like an after-school snack. Mom, do we have any more gob stuffs?
That green scroll don't play, man.
Yeah, that's the smart bomb.
Yeah.
I can't ever remember which one's which, but I'm starting.
Looks like the green one, I think.
It don't do no good to freeze
now
those
back
fools.
out of this, though. There we go. That's something.
I love the little banners they have hung up. It's like every little place is done up, so signature. My mind is reeling with the possibilities of the lore for this game and a tabletop you could make out of this. And a glory score your character actually could have that could stand for something, you know, stat-wise, if someone was to besiege your territory.
It almost sounds like a board game kind of feels when you get out the map.
Yeah. If this worked in a tabletop setup, this would be a game that you could play years of in a campaign, trying to take over a land.
Yeah.
You know.
Goes into one B1 right back.
So for you just joining us, this is Onslaught on the Sega Genesis, a very rare cardboard box ballistic game. A game that I fell in love with on my Atari ST computer. And always dreamed of having on here. And up until tonight, this is the most I've really played of this version. And again, don't like it as much as the Atari ST version, but you know, the harsh reality of it is that the Atari ST is not going to live forever. You know, it's a commodity. It's an old girl. And she's doing okay right now, God bless her, but she's old. And one day, none of that stuff's going to work anymore, so better go ahead and get used to this one. And again, Woodbury and Retro Game Hunter says he has this complete. That's just phenomenal. I mean, when you do your video of it, I'm going to take a screenshot of you holding it, and that might be my wallpaper for a while. It just would feel good to know somebody that owns it. Definitely, you're not going to find this in the wild. I mean, I've never even seen this in a store for sale. The odds that someone actually owns this and would sell it to you, very rare. So, I guess that adds another question to the Woodbury and Retro Game Hunter. Where did you get a copy of this? It's not that you can't buy it on eBay, but if you have an interesting story about how you acquired it, that would be something neat to throw in the video. This is the enemy chief. Yeah, and the best thing you do, just go around in a circle and don't stop and don't go the other way. Just keep going.
How do you?
You just hold one direction.
You just hold one direction.
Yeah, because
I'm trying to.
He'll trail you, and he won't be able to do nothing.
So you're still scum, but we have one location.
It's hard to describe what Onslaught is. It almost doesn't know what it is. I mean, because it's platforming elements, and it's got this, you know, Risk tabletop map conquering element. And then there's the battle with the gods. It's just like, what is this? You know, it's completely a different thing. So.
Oh man, I hate the projectiles.
Oh my god, yeah. And it's luck of the draw. Yeah, you don't know what you're going to get. Your best run of this is when you're going to pull territories with the easiest to beat factions. And it can be very frustrating when you're on a roll and then you get into the next one and there's horses all up in your grill. But at the end of the day, what this game is something that you're going for high scores on, really. Because you ain't going to beat it.
Yeah.
So it'd be just ones you can tell your buddies, hey man, I got a glory of 32,963, you know, beat that, and then maybe they can. And besides that, the gameplay is actually kind of fun. It loses something without the sound effects. I don't know why this doesn't have that. I'm interested to know if that maybe is a bad translation on the EverDrive, maybe?
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. It might have just been one of those.
but I don't. Most of everything on this ever got is really good, and there's no problems with it. I mean, even when all the letters hit the screen in the Atari one, it makes metal sounds. Ching, 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 and then the sword comes down. Shing! And the blood drips. Blip, blip. And it's like, ah, hell yeah, dude. That's what's going on in the streets. Ultimate Warrior's taking a dump. If he could take a dump, that would be great. He pinches one and a brown scroll comes out.
Yeah, there really doesn't seem to prompt anything where you just... Oh, it's been 10, 15 seconds after you picked up the flag.
Yeah, you
Let's
win,
go.
and then you just gotta hold them off.
I just gotta avoid the cannons, man.
I love his little dive when he puts his arms out. Just, yay!
Oh, not that weapon.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright, it's this time. Here, exact right spot. The crossbow's not working.
He's so slow with it, having to put a bolt in it each
It's usually
time.
one of the best ones, but... That green though. Let's just wipe the screen.
Smart bombs, please. You know, certain stages, the blue scrolls are practically useless if it's refilling mental health and you're not losing any. Since everything's a random drop, that also, too, plays big time into the odds that you're going to have a good game. Because it's all, am I getting the weapons I need? Am I getting homing weapons? Am I getting red scrolls when I need them? This bad boy on the Genesis loose, I've seen cartridges go, as low as in the 30s. Boxed, you'd probably be talking some pretty considerable money if there's even one to be had. Because I remember looking many times and not even finding a copy for sale at all. And that's usually a pretty big red flag. If you can't even find a copy to buy, you might be talking a game that's worth a couple $100. I don't really know. I'd be interesting to see what price charting has this game at and complete. Dong Tesius. Man, that's some glory right there. I'm going to try to beat it, but I don't think I'm going to. 97.86 on the glory. We haven't got to 5 figures on the glory yet. I wonder what we need to look at the password just to see what it looks like. Because if it's like a King's Bounty password where it's like 46 characters, there's just no way. If it's like ABFG62, that might be. But I mean, there's so many variables here, it has to be a beast password. I'm in the death cult. My Neth cult.
There's a cheat mode for the game.
No, there isn't.
Just so you know.
No, there isn't. What does that entail?
It doesn't say exactly. But at the title screen, press ABBACAB, and it should say cheat mode at the bottom right.
Wow.
Oh, and then if you enter the following code in the password screen, and it's all zeros, then you should have all but the last half of territory covered.
Really? Yeah, because if there's an ending to this, I'd like to see it. Hypothetically, I mean, you're never going to see it on your own, so...
There's too many territories.
How does this end? Because this is straight up Conan-ish on the face, and makes me want to know how it would end, man. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding. Da-da-da-da-da. Wow, if they're selling for cheaper now, I gotta keep an eye on that. There's so many games I pull up really quick on this EverDrive out of convenience sake, but I've got it physical and it ain't no thing. But this is not one of them, and I would sleep better at night with this on my shelf. Why didn't he get the scroll? Oh, it's because I'm full. Jet! That's why you want some controls so you can save those red ones. I mean, I would love to have all the time in my life to get good at this game, you know, in a way that you could actually consider yourself good. When it's on auto mode like that, you're going to auto use health when you may not need to, prohibiting you from saving it for later.
Yeah, from what I could tell, if you put it on auto, you can't select.
Yeah. And there's a beauty to that, because that takes time that you don't have if you're not skilled enough to make a go of that. But, man, I'm getting beat down like a clown. Julie Brown. That riff is so sick, it just won't quit. I'm trying to decide how I would play it, like in a single note, like a lead style, or is it like a heavy crunch, like chords. A flag. Give me that flag, bitch! Ah! Death from above. That enemy lord. There's lords, commanders, there's different ranks to the gods, too, that run the thing, so. And I don't know how that translates as far as their power, or if that even matters. You're getting mental health, you hope, along the way there. Yeah.
I've seen that same face twice on one of those yet. Duff slag.
A mystic cult. Let's do it.
I want to come from Duff slag.
Is there a code?
What?
Oh my god, they're
No way.
No. We're not taking on Aladdin and the Alibabas and the 40 Thieves here, are we? You get off that carpet.
I love the variety of enemies in this.
Yeah, they really thought it through. I mean, the factions are ridiculous. Oh, nice mace to the face.
Ooh,
Oh!
yeah, those things are no joke.
Bull, hockey, do melons. And if there is a defense for that, you hope you can get up high enough to where there's not as many of those.
And then there you are. How did you get up there?
Get down.
Just the bloody spikes in the background. Just splatters. I'm just now really looking at the background.
It's
While
detailed,
you're
that's
playing
for
it,
sure.
You can't.
Oh, that was...
Oh, that was satisfying.
Get some, bitch. I'll take a crossbow. Ah, I did not need that. You get here on the edge, you're going to have all kind of cars coming at you. Oh, they defeated me. I was overrun. And that's something you really got to look at is their population. This was a high populated area. They're in my castle now. Holy poop.
There's a lot of weird bits in this game you just wouldn't expect right off the bat.
You know, from concept to it being finished and working the way it does, You gotta wonder to be a fly on the wall where they were making this, and it's bizarre.
Between the name and the cover art, you're thinking you're getting a dumb beat 'em up.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's not at all. I don't mind a dumb beat 'em up, but
Try to walk my... Oh, they overran me there. There's too many of them.
Shame.
I'm being pushed back. I'm going to have to battle their chieftain on my ground. What I'm noticing on this version, though, is unlike the ST version, there's only like one option you can go to from where you are on the map. Whereas there's two or three on that, or you can kind of pick a path.
Which would be nice, because then you can pick a slightly...
Well, yeah, I mean, if I'm...
enemy that you weren't going to get...
Yeah, if I'm forced to pick one that has a high population, then we already know how it's going to end up. So now I push forward from that, and I'm back in my castle again.
That's very interesting. I didn't expect all that.
You use the green, and it'll blow up a vehicle, but they're still coming at you. Do, do. Get all the blood in my system I can get. I hope I'm at least getting some glory here. May not be, though.
What is it? Just kills? Or
see, I'm not clear on that either. That may have to do with ground
some
gained,
icons or something you're picking
or
up,
it may be
ones.
it may be everything collectively. Maybe kills count for some, but not as much as property and ground game. The reality of it was, back in the day, and playing this now, you never got far enough along for it to really make a shit. You can wonder about those things, but...
I'm on GameFAQs right now, there's nothing.
Yeah, this
that
is...
cheat code, there's an empty page.
We are back on their territory. We've pushed it back. And I don't know what that does to their population over the course of it. We've obviously had 2 battles on my turf. This is the second battle on their land. And I've defeated their chieftain on my turf. So, does it wear them down over time as far as how quickly they can overrun me? Because we talked about the fact that obviously if they could just go pick up your flag, somebody's done that. You're not guarding it. So something triggers the fact that, you know what? They've overrun you. It may be a time limit. Because initially there, when I first came in here, I was kind of taking my time looking for red scrolls because I was damaged from the previous fight. God, the grenade you would think would just be such a great thing to have, and it's just useless.
This was re-released for iPhone.
What?
And 360 in January of 2009.
Get the frick out of it. What?
Yep.
This just in.
Look at that cover. My God. Commodore is awesome.
I'd buy this for anything it existed, but are you telling me this existed on the 360? In this country?
It's part of the Xbox Live community games.
Oh, well, that's gone then. You can't get that no more. Damn. I wonder if somebody has an Xbox with it on there they would sell me. I'm looking for something very specific. Yeah, because, Double Dragon, some of the Golden Axes, there's things that were on the marketplace like a month ago you can't get now. And it's like, y'all are working toward backwards compatibility. Leave that shit up. As it is, there ain't no good Xbox One games any damn way. You might as well be able to play some retro shit. Y'all canceled all your damn exclusives. At least let me play some Golden Axe. Yeah, we need to find everything that this is on, and I'll buy it.
iPhone? Like, how do you even play
Is
this
that
on
a
an
thing?
iPhone?
Is it on there? Are you looking at it?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I was on the Wikipedia
Name
page.
your price.
I'm trying to figure out what Glory is now. I'm buying it on my damn iPhone.
I'm sitting in the doctor's office playing some Onslaught, waiting to get called back. Done. And done. Get off me, you flying carpet bastard. We may definitely be looking at waving our hands in the air like we just don't care with this one. It's quite possible.
Yeah, I think it's been pulled. It did say it was in 2008 or 9, so...
Oh, man. Where was I on that? If it wasn't supported anymore, I guess it wouldn't matter. But... Alright, we're pushing back, man. What's up, Chieftain? Much different story now. Homeboy. We're on your turf. You dadgum man-at-arms looking sumbitch. He-Man, you must touch me in places that don't feel good or seem right. No, Duncan, I don't want to.
Found a scan of the manual.
Nice.
We might have learned something yet.
Send me a link. Alright, look at this, dude. I'm knocking it. See 5 figures here.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so I can't go any further. Look at this. So do I have to take on the temple now? And the answer is yes. I entered the magic temple. And it's going to be a battle. I have to beat a demon. Looks like it's going to happen.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeet the demon. Now what is that? An icon I didn't get. Okay, so that look at all this that it opened up.
So we have it on tutor, but there's also assist where it's a combination of the two.
Uh-huh.
On assist, items are automatically picked. You have to select which one to use.
Gotcha.
Whereas on human, you just have to everything is in your control.
Can I go to a water location? No, I have to cross the cauldron. That must be because they're dropping hot oil. That's a high population. That's an even higher population. It's going to be a high population no matter what I pick. Pick the lesser of two evils here. Horses. Did not need to see horses.
Not need horses.
Get as much mileage out of those floating faces as I can.
At certain stages in the game, a rebellion may occur in your kingdom.
Yeah, I remember that now that you mention it. I remember that happening in the ST versions. It just tells you. You're in the middle of doing what you're doing, and then it just stops you. It says there's a rebellion, and you go to your own land and fight.
There are a lot of factions.
I guarantee you give me that
14,
manual.
14 factions.
God, you give me that manual, I'll make you a D&D game, pen and paper, within 30 days or less. Working system, fun to play. Guaranteed. That's what I do. Not that I need another game to play, but the fact
16 cults. The combination of different...
yes, and it creates the algorithm, the equation of what you're going to face. And if you were making a character in said game, you would be able to select those factions and what type of military you had. Oh man, that's cool. I guess what I'm saying is there's a lot more. I'm not complaining about it, but there's a lot more you could do with this, you know? When's Onslaught 2 coming out? We're not done. screwed the pooch on that. I needed that
It's
red.
a very in-depth manual that doesn't tell you what glory is.
And if it doesn't, then we have to default to
Yeah.
it's just a score. You know, it's just like, hey man, I got a high score. If scores still matter, there was a time when it did. There was a time when score was everything. So many games back in the day, you know, you couldn't beat them. There was no concept of beating a game. It was just how far you could get and how big your score was. Then we became so enamored with saving princesses, you know. We had no idea how southern we were, you know. All the kids on the bus talking about their Nintendo games. And I could save the princess in that game, even if there wasn't a princess in the game. Beating it was known as saving the princess in that game. But score still existed. You had the score slots in the back of your manuals. You could write them, you know. Then eventually there were no scores. It was just about beating the game. But you can talk all day about gaming evolution. It's a mind-blowing thing. Dadgum freaking horse! Fucking Mr. Ed ass son of a bitch took me off the side of the thing and I was there. Well, Burr, let's stop this guy from beating the chieftain. Look at him moonwalking. What is going on here? Give me that flag. I'm not done. I'm going for the glory. So Bad Company asks, am I liking the new Zelda? Yes. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Don't have time to get enough of it. But definitely going to play some more of it tomorrow.
It's amazing. I've played a good 12 hours of it. Haven't done anything.
And back in my MC days, Tight, I did actually drink some 40s. It just seemed economical to me if I could pick up a 40 ounce of Miller High Life for $1.99 and I get it just teeth-breakingly cold. So when we were in the studio, you know, everybody be going back, give me a beer, give me a beer, give me a beer. It's like, nah, I'm good, man, because I got this 40 and I'm going to be on the microphone for a little while until it's gone. And then you get down to that last, like, inch in there and it's kind of and, it's like I go for a fresh 40 now, but...
Free refills on all 40.
Yeah. Can I get a refill on this 40? The glory.
It really does seem like it's the best strategy. It's just circle.
That's all I remember doing back in the day.
13,280. You're still scum.
Still scum, but we broke the 10,000 mark.
Yeah, these guys are.
Get as much ground as we can with the floating faces.
Oh, that was shit placement.
That was...
Dick move, game. Dick move.
dicketry. I've had it with your dicketry. I choose you. Couldn't tell if that was a landmine or something sticking out of the ground.
There are landmines in this.
I know, they look like Nickelodeon Guts actuators. I was gonna sneak up there, excuse me, I gotta get this flag, see. I was gonna get that stroll and it didn't pan out for me. Oh, dadgummit, I don't get it. To the castle. I'm wasting greens and I don't even see it. Oh. Really happening.
Yeah. Better out a video game. Seemed impossible an hour ago. I think you actually have to kill an X number of people to from the manual, and I think the population might have something to do with that too.
It could be.
And they'll just keep spawning until you heal that number, and they'll get the population.
So I guess you finally ascend to the rank of God and you become a four-handed octopus with a head. But how do you get the donkey butt after that? Oh, we had to get his last lick in there. Some headway now.
You're a beggar. You are no longer scum.
Hillmen. That's some
In
population.
this day and age, you could own 5 territories and be a beggar.
And here's another temple. I know time's passing. They do that too often. Bad Company, thank you for joining us, sir. Play Zelda, definitely. Spend time with it. I'm going to tomorrow for sure. Money well spent. And if there is anything they did wrong with that game, which I doubt, I'll overlook it because it's Zelda, and I'm so glad that it's finally here.
It does so much right.
And it's fun to be excited about Nintendo products again, because for a long time there, even though all the first-party stuff for the most part on the Wii U is fantastic, it's all been like appetizers waiting on the Zelda, you know? And it's just like, that's great, but I don't care about Yoshi's Woolly Balls or any of this other stuff. And 8 million amiibos. I mean, God, I tried to buy all the amiibos. You know I did. And I just got to where I just don't care. God, they're all $3 at Best Buy eventually. And I'll get them when I get them. Oh, I need that. Dadgummit, get up there, you fucking bastard.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Damn near doubled our highest glory, though.
Man.
Sog was slain by the gut ward.
He sure was.
As it goes.
Well, I'm going to tell you, that is all the time we've got for this evening, but I sure did enjoy playing Onslaught, and I'm so glad that all of you were able to join us tonight and talk about Onslaughty goodness and weigh in on these topics. It's what a time we live in when these things are available to us. Good friends, good times, not to be forgotten, and much more to come. Join us for Thursday night stream. Again, we are getting ready for Sunsoft's publish Blaster Master. Download on your Switch. If you have your Switch, download it on your Switch. 10 frickin' bucks for a new Blaster Master. Done. Can't wait to do that live Thursday. That'll be the next thing we do. Again, great to have all you guys in here. Great bunch of guys. We have a hell of a community here. Having so much fun with it. And so much more to come. For Triple J J-Town, Emceemur here. We are signing off, and we will see you guys again next time.